This is the Healthy Living series with holistic wisdom from Master Arnold, Episode 3, Foods That Belong Outside the Fridge. Welcome back. In Episode 2, we covered the foods that absolutely belong in your refrigerator. Today, we're flipping it. We're looking at the foods that should never go in your fridge, and the surprising science behind why they actually do better outside. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which foods belong on your counter or in your pantry, how long they'll last, and what can go wrong when they're stored incorrectly. First up is tomatoes. Let's start with tomatoes. They're best kept at room temperature until fully ripe. Once ripe, you can refrigerate them for a couple of days if you need to slow down the process. But cold storage can damage the texture and flavor. Refrigerating unripe tomatoes can cause a condition called chilling injury, resulting in a mealy and bland texture. Have you ever noticed your tomatoes losing their taste in the fridge? Share your story in the comments. Bananas. Next up, bananas. They ripen beautifully at room temperature. Once they're fully ripe, you can put them in the fridge if you want to extend their life a little bit. The skin will turn dark brown, but the inside will stay sweet and firm. If you put them in the refrigerator before they've ripened, the peel will turn dark brown or even black, and the ripening process will stop. The fruit inside will remain firm, but it won't develop its full sweetness or flavor. Onions. Onions are another one that should not be refrigerated. They prefer a cool, dry, ventilated space. Cold and humidity in the fridge cause them to soften and grow mold. Appropriately stored in the pantry, onions can last for weeks, sometimes even months. But here's the key. Don't store them next to potatoes. The gases and moisture they give off make each other spoil faster. Garlic. Garlic is much the same. Keep it cool, dry, and ventilated. Refrigeration encourages sprouting, which doesn't make garlic dangerous, but it does make it bitter. If your garlic has sprouted, remove the green germ before cooking. Potatoes. Now let's talk about potatoes. Potatoes should always be stored in a cool, dark, ventilated spot, never in the fridge. At cold temperatures, starches in potatoes turn into sugars. That means they fry up to dark and taste off. Worse still, when exposed to light and warmth, potatoes begin to turn green and sprout. That's when they produce natural toxins called glycocalloid solanine and chiconine that cooking won't destroy. These can cause nausea, headaches, and digestive upset. If you've ever seen a green or heavily sprouted potato, that's your cue to throw it away. Bread. Here's another one that surprises people. Bread. The refrigerator actually makes bread go stale faster because of a process called starch retrogradation. The best place for bread is room temperature if you'll eat it in a few days, or in the freezer if you want to keep it longer. Nuts and seeds. And finally, nuts and seeds. While they can be stored in the pantry for short periods, they last much longer in the fridge or freezer. Warmth and humidity can cause oils and nuts to go rancid and even facilitate mold growth, which produces aflatoxins. So if you buy in bulk, refrigerate or freeze them to keep them safe. Before we close, here's your myth-busting lightning round. Storing potatoes in the fridge is never a good idea. Cold temperatures change their chemistry. Basil is the one herb that hates the cold. Keep it in water on the counter like flowers. Bread stales faster in the fridge than on the counter. So here's your takeaway. Tomatoes, bananas, onions, garlic, and potatoes are best outside the fridge, while bread and nuts need special handling depending on how fast you'll use them. In our next episode, we'll go deeper into sprouting, what's safe, what's not, and the hidden chemicals that sprouted foods can release. If this video helped you, make sure you like, comment, and share it with friends and family. And remember, if you want the complete A to Z reference, leave a comment for Master Arnold's Food and Produce Storage ebook. Remember, the way you store your food can either protect your health or quietly work against it. See you in episode 4.